my foreign cultural background won't feel so foreign to people anymore.
To feel underrepresented is so often to feel at a distance from the wider world, moved to the fringes of discussion, distilled into stereotypes and assumptions. Which brings us to an alchemy of ingredients at a recent fundraiser in Midtown Atlanta.
Yeah.
Specifically in the Kids Zone.
It's fun being in the Kids Zone.
It is.
Aisha Yaqub Mahmood is standing in the zone at an event called South Eats. It's a celebration of Asian American culture in the heart of a city where, like in so many cities, that culture is often pushed to a distance.
I think it's just so important for us to be able to build an identity for our communities that goes beyond just existing.
Welcome to our 7th annual South East celebration.
Each May brings Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. It also brings the Status Index, a survey from the Asian American Foundation about perceptions towards Asian Americans.
The diversity of the stories, that's really important.
Norman Chen runs the foundation. This year they found nearly 80% of Asian Americans do not completely feel accepted in America. 1 of 2 felt unsafe in America. And when non-Asian Americans were asked to name a famous Asian American figure, the top 3 responses were Bruce Lee, who died 50 years ago, Jackie Chan, who's not American, and at number 1, I don't know.
If you do research on hate and violence, a lot of times it starts with stereotypes. Number 1 source of information about Asian Americans still remains news. It's mostly stories about trauma, about attacks. But there are more and more stories to celebrate. Over 50 ethnicities, over 100 cultures. That makes a wonderful kaleidoscope.
Atlanta is an example of the kaleidoscope expanding. The foundation hosting South Eats is among those working to empower AAPIs to vote. In the last decade, AAPI voting share in Georgia has tripled.
My parents first immigrated here to Atlanta in the early 90s.
Jane Yu runs the Malaysian restaurant catering the event. In Atlanta, Asian restaurants fill not just international corridors, but the busiest neighborhoods.
Hopefully one day, my foreign cultural background won't feel so foreign to people anymore.
The state of Georgia holds people of at least 20 Asian ethnicities. But that's not uncommon in a country where Asians are projected to become the largest immigrant group by mid-century. The challenge is to take up space far deeper than the fringes. And then you see the Kids Zone. In the largest park in the largest city in the state, kids of all backgrounds run, play, and go beyond just existing.
It brings me so much joy to see so many young people. It's okay, because I know that they will really be the ones carrying this mantle forward.
In Atlanta, I'm Matt Pearl.